So it's Saturday, day after my 3-day adventure at Carlisle, and I thought maybe some of you folks might be interested to see what items I found. First off, I'll show you what my wife found. It's a pair of what we were told were buggy seats. Not entirely certain if that's the case since it has these where you can adjust the seats, but I don't know. I mean, what do I know? That could have been on buggies, but I was thinking it might be some sort of early car. But she wants me to turn them into garden benches for her, so the price was right, so we picked those up. We'll show you some of the other things I've got. I still have things that are in the truck. In fact, I got to unload the truck from all the stuff that I didn't sell. Try to somewhat box things up so it can go back on shelves and hang out to potentially next year. I may end up doing another space. We'll have to see. So head on out here and get some of the stuff that I have in the cab at least. So I'll take care of that. Take these 2 bags. We'll take them in the garage and see what we got here. All right, there we go. Take a look. Bag number 1. This is from yesterday. Hose clamps. I got box of 10 each box, so 2 different sizes, made in the USA. Together it was $8. I mean, if you go down to the auto parts store, they'll charge you $4 for just a pair of them. So it just seemed to make sense that have a couple of those larger sizes on here. These paint stripping wheels, man, these things work great. I've used them for everything, for stripping multi-layers of paint off the Jeep. I was even using this on some Jeep rims, and these things do a great job, and they last quite a bit. I already had one other brand new one I haven't touched yet, so now I got 2 more at $5 a pop. To me, that's worth it. Got a hole taper, so picked that up. Just one of those things I just didn't have. Windshield remover trim tool, or removing, you know what I mean. I have to replace the front and rear glass on the Nova, so I need to have a proper tool for doing it. This is for installing the weather strip. I shouldn't say the weather strip. Yeah, I guess it is. For the windshield on the Jeep. I still haven't even bought the new one, but it has that little rope that goes in the seal. So this is for installing that. So when they get that tool. Larger hone, cylinder hone. Figured I'd pick one of them up. Got a carbide tool or bit. One of the other things you'll see a little bit later that I bought, I need to do a little bit of porting, so wanted to pick up a bit for that. Always need cut-off wheels. I mean, they're just, you know, consumables. That was 6 for $5, so I picked them up. I got a new hose a little while back, and I didn't have any more fittings, so I wanted to pick up some more quick connects. So got that, and then I had to, well, it's in the bag here somewhere. I had to get the other one because this was the male. I needed a female fitting for the hose. So there that is. So picked them up. Picked up 2 universals with the spring on it. My universals, none of them have the spring on it, so it just makes it a little bit less frustrating when you're using these things. So I picked up 1 3/8 drive and 1 1/4 inch drive. And then this is, I didn't have anything for modifying the side post or terminal batteries, so I thought I'd go ahead and get some adapters because, again, you just never know. So that's the first bag. Next bag. Who doesn't need zip ties? 1,000 of them, so should be pretty good for the next couple years. I had bought a bag like this probably about 10 years ago, and I've used about 2/3 of it, so I figured it was time to restock. The small diamond bits for Dremel. The set that I've had for a long time, and most of them are at the point where they're about shot. So for $3, it's time to get another one. And then this is just which is 6 of these for $5. So it seemed like a pretty good deal. Small wire wheels again, all just for Dremel. There's different times I'm working on a small sensitive part, and those tend to work out pretty well. Let's see, what else did I pick up here? My plan down the road is I'm going to build an engine run stand. So I've been slowly collecting pieces for that. So one of the things I wound up picking up was electric fuel pump. This is rated for 3 to 6 PSI. So I figured for most carburetor, and that's all I'm going to work on, this is going to work out pretty well. It seemed for brand new at that PSI for 15 bucks seemed like a pretty good deal. And like I said, I'm going to use it on the engine run stand, which is what this other item is for. It's a used mini gauge set. I didn't care about the brand, just that everything was there. So I got the water temp. Oil pressure I'm not worried about. I can make a line for that. This was $7. So again, this is going to be going on my engine run stand, so I'm going to need a gauge set for that. Another purchase I'm excited about, and you folks that have the 4th Gen Nova will get that. Picked up a 75 Nova grill, and I will show you what I paid for it. Again, those that have this generation that need a grill like this will understand how awesome of a deal that was. So now I need to hunt down some parking lights, and my understanding is the 73, 74 go in here. They're the same thing, so I shouldn't have a problem getting some new repops for that. So just do a little bit of restoration on this and some fresh paint, and the Nova's going to have the correct grill on it. And speaking of Nova, show you something else that I picked up. How about a complete set of BFGs? These are 245 6015s. So the aluminum wheels I have for the Nova, these things should look awesome. The whole idea behind the Nova is to make it look like the car that I had when I was a teenager, my wife and I were dating in. And I had BFGs, but I did not have ones that were that size. These are a bit bigger, so I'm pretty excited about that. Now I have at least 2 other things that are in my trailer, so I'm going to have to go grab them. In fact, I should take a look at what the trailer looks like here. So I tried to box things up from the swap meet, but so that way I can organize it and put it back on my shelves. But it doesn't necessarily mean I organized it when I put it in the trailer. I'll show you what I mean here. Hopefully nothing falls out on me. I should probably open that slowly just in case. Yeah, it's it's quite a mess. And one of the items that I bought for myself is buried all the way up towards the front. So I guess I'm going to have to deal with this anyway. So I'll show you the back of the truck then too, because that's not a whole lot better. Yeah, pretty much a mess. So let me dig into this and then I'll show you what else I got. Alright, so this is the last of it now that I got the trailer all cleaned out. I got 2 sets of headers, and I paid $25 for all those headers together. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. And that'll probably be for the engine run stand, so I'll have 2 different choices. And this is the other thing that I got. This will probably go on the 383 stroker project. This is a set of Vortec heads. I was impressed that they were all wrapped up real nice and had it in oiled paper, everything. So someone took the time to be able to do all this, to put this in the storage. So it tells me they're most likely a good set of heads. They're off of a 99 Chevy. They are 062 Vortec heads. So I'm going to do some light mods and porting on those. And like I say, probably use them on the 383 stroker. Can't help myself, I gotta do this. Just so you can see what these tires look like before. There you go. These tires are Pretty well shot. Hey, look, there's the belts. So we'll see how much of a pain it is to get that tire off of there and get those BFGs on. If you have any air to let out of this, we're going to go ahead and pull this apart. If you've not done that before, that's what this tool looks like. That's so you can pull this out. It's got a shape to it that fits into. Bad. Hopefully that's a good start, good sign. And before I set that down, I'm going to throw a rag over that. I'm going to scratch up this rim. This side's probably going to be a lot harder. Probably gonna have to get it in a couple spots. Happy so far. This might not be too hard. Should go get my hammer, but I might be able to just pull it out. Nope. All right, one crappy tire gone. Pull valve stem out. Put your new one in. Pretty simple. Just with a little bit of silicone. Put it in place. Use this fancy little tool. That's all it takes. pretty. If it works, it works. The body's still pretty ratty, but it looks a lot better. Got to find some center caps for it yet. Swap the glass. Put the posi rear in it, so it's no more one wheel spin. To address something with this video, you probably noticed with this wheel that there was only 2 lug nuts on it. And there's a reason for that. When I put these wheels on, I didn't have the lug nuts that I properly needed for these wheels, so I only had 11 of them. So each of the wheels got 3, and this one here only got 2. And it was meant to simply be a temporary thing just so I could roll the car around. I wasn't planning on my wife doing a little burnout in the alley with it, but there it is, no harm done. Don't try that at home. So, lug nuts, well, I brought the 55 in, and those slot wheels that I pulled off are going back on this, and as you can see, those are the correct acorn lug nuts that I need. So those will be coming off and going on to the Nova. So that's going to do everything for this video. If you enjoyed it, I hope you'll give it a thumbs up. I also want to mention that just recently reached 500 subscribers, which is awesome. I want to thank everyone who has subscribed to this channel. It means a lot to me. It helps to encourage me to continue to keep on working and sharing what I'm doing. If you're here to see Carlisle and other type of swap meet coverage, just to let you know, I did renew my space for next year. So those that are here for the junkyard videos, I'm going to be hitting a bunch of junkyards this summer and probably into the winter collecting parts to take to the swap meet. Well, again, thank you all for watching and subscribing. If you haven't already, please do subscribe. Drop a comment. Share these videos if you like them and you think your friends would be interested in them. And thanks again.